How to knit Nantucket Throw. This throw uses a 2x2 rib stitch. So first carefully pull the yarn out from the middle of your big loop yarn. Then make a slip knot. Put your slip knot on one of the needles. They're connected with a cable and cast on. So for smaller Nantucket that uses just one skein, we cast on 18 stitches. And for the larger Nantucket throw that uses 2 skeins, we cast on 26 stitches. When you're done casting on, make sure to count how many stitches you have. Then flip it over and make sure your working yarn, the long end of the yarn, is on the right side. Insert the needle, yarn over, and pull it through the loop. We're starting with 2 knit stitches here. So second knit stitch in, yarn over, pull it through. Now we're going to do 2 purl stitches. So for purl, we change the direction of the yarn. The yarn now is in front of us, and you insert the needle instead of left to right as we do for knit. For purl, you insert from right to left. Yarn over, push it through the loop, and take it off the needle. Again, make sure the yarn is in front of you. Insert the needle in, yarn over, push it through the loop, and take it off the needle. So now we're doing 2 knit stitches. So make sure to change the direction of the yarn. In, yarn over, pull it through, and take it off. 1 more knit stitch. Insert the needle from left to right, yarn over, pull it through, and take it off. So this is a 2x2 rib, which means 2 knits, 2 purls. So now we're changing the direction. Make sure it's very important to change the direction. Yarn is in front for purl. So purl, and then another purl. Change the direction for knit. We're doing 2 knits now. Okay, so we're at the end of the row. In the first row, you're going to finish up with 2 knits. We start with 2 knits and we end with 2 knits for odd numbered rows. For even numbered rows, as we can see here, so you're at the end of the row, then flip it over. So this is going to be our row number 2, and we're going to start it with 2 purls. Make sure the yarn is in front of you. So those little bumps indicate that those are purls. And if the line goes straight down, it's a knit. So you can clearly see there's 2 purls, 2 purl stitches, followed by 2 knit stitches. So there's no bumps and the line goes straight down. Then 2 purls again, and so on. So we're starting with 2 purl stitches. So this is a purl, the yarn is in front. Insert the needle from right to left, wrap it around the needle, push it through the loop, and take it off. Again, another purl in, yarn over, push it through, and take it off. So we are switching to the knit stitch now. Yarn goes to the back, insert the needle from left to right, yarn over, pull it through, and take it off, and keep moving the stitches along. In, yarn over, pull it through, and take it off. So see, those bumps mean that it's going to be 2 purls. In, yarn over, push it through, take it off. Another purl. In, yarn over, push it out. Okay, so here there's no bumps. The line goes straight down. It's going to be 2 knit stitches. In, yarn over, pull it through the loop, and take it off. In, yarn over, pull it through, and take it off. So we're at the end of row number 2. We're going to finish with 2 purl stitches. Flip it over. This is row number 3. So we are going to proceed the same way we did for row number 1. When you have more rows, you can see much more clearly which stitches are knits and which are purls. So for the rib, we knit the knits and we purl the purls. So also you can see like the knit stitch, it kind of makes a letter V shape. So 2 knits, in, yarn over, pull it through, knit 1, knit 1 more. Here you can see those bumps which indicate the purls. Make sure to change the direction of the yarn. Purl, purl again, change the direction. This is a knit, in, yarn over, pull it through, another knit, so when you are getting close to the end, we're going to cast off. To cast off, you need to have at least 4 times the width of your project. So just measure 4 times the width. So you need to have at least that much to cast off. So in this case, we happen to be starting with purl stitches. You could be on knits. It depends. It depends on how tightly or loosely you're knitting. So you purl 2 stitches, and you take one and pull it over the other. So we have 1, and then we're going to next one is a knit. So you knit 1. Again, pull 1 stitch over the next one. So next is a knit. So basically you always want to have 2 stitches on your right hand needle. The cast off method here, so see here basically you can see how it starts to go. So that's the beginning of your edge. So this cast off method, it's called a rib cast off, because you're basically following the stitches in your last row. So if it needs to be a knit, you knit. If it needs to be a purl, you purl. But the key here is to always get to 2 stitches on your right hand needle, whether you're knitting or purling, and then you're pulling one over the other. So with every step, you're reducing by 1 stitch. See, 2. Now we only have 1. Again, we have 2 stitches. Get rid of 1, only 1. And then you just keep going all the way until you're almost at the end. So just a couple stitches left. So last one, take the needle out, pull yarn over, pull you're down to just 1. At this point, you can, depending on how much yarn you have left over, if you have a small tail, you don't need to do anything. If you have a little bit longer tail, you can just cut it with scissors. You only need a few inches left. And you take that tail and you pull it through that loop to secure it, because you don't want your project to unravel. Make sure it's secure, and then you can weave it in. Weaving in basically just means hiding the yarn in between the stitches. So this way you don't see your end. And you would do same for beginning of your blanket. And this is what we have.